Yo, so I wanted to make this video because I ended up having a revelation. Because what had happened was, I was trying to recreate or redesign some of my old characters from a drawing that I did in middle school. Because for an exam, give you the backstory for an exam, we had to make a movie poster, and I ended up choosing basically an anime film called Real Life Fairy Tale, in which the main character, Kiko, will go up against the antagonist, Tell, for a while. But that's another video in itself. What I had to do was, try to make him in his royal attire, make him look uncomfortable. But the first time didn't turn out so well. So what I decided to do was take a stab at anatomy. And I ended up getting some advice from Emma Artley. Great artist, by the way, great artist. And her advice was to draw the character base and then draw the clothing on top of it. So that way you would be able to change the outfits. But what I also gained from that was you would be able to see how the clothing would interact with the character's proportions. And I always wanted to find out how I would stylize the human body in my art style. So what I decided to do was start now. So first, I wanted to show the drawing that I did without practicing anatomy and the drawing that I did with or after practicing anatomy. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, for the first drawing, there's a lot of poses. There's a lot of poses that I went through. I tried to end up finding a reference that was suitable for my needs, but the idea that I went with was just to draw the clothing. Draw the clothing. Don't worry about the proportions of the human body. Excuse me. Don't worry about the proportions of the human body. Just draw the clothing and hopefully it'll turn out well. It didn't turn out well. Although it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I'd say it was a good attempt, but it didn't really capture the essence of what I wanted it to be like. It was more because I didn't want to capture the sharpness of the suit or of the uniform, the royal prince attire. Because he is a prince. So I tried to capture him looking uncomfortable because it isn't his royalty or his position or his standing in society isn't something that he wants or is something that he's comfortable with. And he doesn't want to be comfortable with. He doesn't want to be comfortable with the way that his family treats others or his region, Cladclaw of Paratopia. I just ended up coming up with the names last night. It is a process. It is a process and it is a work in progress. So just let me know in the comments if you rock with the names or not. But I did end up keeping the colors. For sure. So that's the finished product. Now, what I did end up doing was, after this, sitting down, not being too happy with it. I let it sit for a couple of days, wasn't too happy with it. So I decided to be like, hey, let me start off with some basic poses first, get those down, and see how the process of getting the proportions down would work in my art style. And I was insanely happy with the result. I thought this was the coolest thing in the world, even though it was just a guy standing up, and nothing more and nothing less. But I thought it was so cool, especially to see how the clothing interacted with the human body. I'm not saying it's gonna be perfect. I'm not saying I'm gonna have all the folds and creases, because that would get annoying pretty fast. But it does add a layer of depth and a layer of, how should I put this? A layer of uniformity, I guess. I'll say a layer of uniformity in a way that everything interacts with each other. Or a feeling of cohesion in which everything interacts with each other. And it's not just, flat, or it lays on top of him like it's just a piece of paper. So this is the first anatomy study I did. And now I actually want to do a female. As you can see, it wasn't the first reference that I did, because I'm going to be completely honest. Eventually, I just gave up on this one. I wasn't ready for this one yet. And that's fine. I wasn't ready for this one yet. So we ended up changing it to a more basic reference, but still enough to the point where it was unique, or it tested me a little bit. Now, with the female, it was way harder because as someone who grew up drawing Dragon Ball Z characters, it wasn't really a lot of female characters that got the limelight other than Bulma. And as a child, who was gonna draw Bulma? You got Goku, Vegeta, you got Piccolo, you got Gohan. Who was really gonna take the time out of their day and be like, oh, I want to draw Bulma? Let's be so free. Let's not go act like, oh, everyone was drawing Bulma. But, and as you could see, it started off a little masculine, but I like to think I was able to get it. I would like to think that I was able to get it. Was it perfect? No. But I definitely was able to get it over time, for sure. And it was kind of fun drawing the clothes. I really gained the appreciation for drawing clothing. Did I feel like a fashion designer a little bit? Of course. But I had to catch myself. I'd be like, hey, calm down. You just started learning. Catch yourself. But it was kind of giving a mannequin look. So I decided to just add different skin colors to see how it would look. And to be honest, it looked great, as you can see. No shading, but I was definitely happy with the product. And now we get to see how all of my practice added up. Now, I started off drawing the base, which was the lesson I got after I was humbled so greatly after the first drawing. Like I said, it isn't perfect because I think this was literally my first time ever sitting down and drawing the entire body before I actually drew close. And this really helped with character design, as you will probably be able to see in the next video that hopefully will be coming soon. And this really filled me. This really filled me with so much inspiration. Is it still a bit stylized? Yes. But I'm happy it is. Because I was able to find my own thing. Not just mimic whatever I saw on Pinterest or whatever I had seen through other forms of media. I was able to find my own style, the way that I would draw my body or human anatomy. Is he a little skinny? Yes. We ain't gonna worry about that. Wait till the finished product, okay? And there isn't anything wrong with being a little skinny. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But for right now, I was just trying to get a sense of how the pose would work. And to be honest, I was getting a little bit of Hotel Transylvania vibes while I was drawing him. But I did want to capture that cartoon feel while I was drawing him. And I was very happy. With how it turned out. Insanely happy. Especially when you look back at what I drew the first time, it gave me a greater appreciation for how far I came. And I think this was in the span of a couple days maybe. So it really shows how when you take the time to work on your craft rather than just trying to rush the process, instead trust the process and it will bear fruit. And I was thinking about Dr. Eggman with the gloves or with the villain attire. I don't know why, but the gloves, they kind of remind me of Sonic, or I felt like the white gloves would fit better because it really captured the villain feel. It really captured it. And it also gave me the idea to use monotones, although it would be a dash of different colors. That's what I wanted to do. And now we have the finished product, or the redesign of Kiko, which I am really proud of. So why did I make this video? Just to show that when you put in the work, it isn't gonna be in a couple of days. No, sometimes it may not be in a couple of days. It may not be in a couple of hours. It may not even be in a couple of years. But once you are able to put in the work, instead of rushing it, or to throw a little bit of shade, using AI to try get a product as soon as you can and as quick as you can without trying to sit down and learn for yourself, you aren't just disrespecting others, you're disrespecting yourself, because you weren't able to learn anything from it. You weren't able to grow in your skill. You weren't able to grow in that thing that you wanted to do for so long. Instead, you took a shortcut, or you took a cheat code into getting it easy. And progress isn't going to be easy. So you should try to progress through your own effort, because I could assure you, this was way more rewarding than just trying to draw as quickly as possible the first time. And glory be to God that I was able to learn this fast, because I struggled with drawing the human body for a long time. And I think you could see that because I just, for the most part, avoided drawing the human body in every drawing. Like, you would see half of the body, but you wouldn't really see the full body because it was frustrating. But now, all I could say is just thanks be to God, because I was able to learn it insanely fast once I actually took the time and be like, hey, I gotta learn this. And I've been on a tear ever since, and you're gonna see it in the future. But that being said, the lesson for this video is don't halt your progress, and instead trust the process. And when you are able to make progress, don't forget to give God the glory, because we're able to do all things through Christ who strengthens us. And that is the source of our strength, and that is the source of the reason why we're able to progress in daily life. So with that being said, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I love you. God loves you. Keep creating, and I'll see you in the next video.